You're so beautiful. I literally want you to protect yourself. I don't want you to wear a mask because I think you're ugly. I'm not going off of desirability. Desirability does not factor into why I want people to mask. Desirability factors into why a lot of people don't mask, you know? There's a lot of beautiful people out there that want to be seen. People want to fall in love. People want to connect and meet people. And whether you're beautiful according to Eurocentric colonial standards, genocidal eugenic standards, you're beautiful and you are a part of the beauty of the earth. You know what I mean? Like the diversity of beauty of the earth. Is one flower less beautiful than another flower? Is one tree less beautiful than another tree? You know what I mean? Is one species less beautiful than another species? And even within categories themselves, are two trees of the same species that happen to look a little differently, is one beautiful and the other is not beautiful? Like everything, like we are beauty. You know what I mean? So when I say people should wear a mask because the pandemic is still going on and is still killing and disabling people, whether they were chronically ill before the pandemic, whether they consider themselves high risk or not, whether they have pre-existing conditions that they're aware of or not, everyone is high risk when it comes to COVID. Because COVID is like a fucking, like, are you not high risk to a gunshot? Are you not high risk to a serious car accident? Are you not high risk when it comes to cancer or whatever the Are you not high risk when it comes to AIDS? You know what I mean? Do you not wear a condom because you're a superhero and STDs don't affect you? It's like, do you just trust your immune system to protect you from an STD? No. And STDs shouldn't even be stigmatized either. It's just another form of a virus. You know what I mean? Or an infection. Do you just, like, people take, and I know there's a lot of people in the present day that don't take STDs seriously. STDs should be taken seriously, but taken just as seriously as any other virus or infection or disease. You know what I mean? You don't want to spread that. Why would you want to spread that shit to others? Why would you want to get that shit? Why is there a level of apathy around it? Because it's, oh, that's somebody else's, it's not somebody else's responsibility. We all share the air. You know what I mean? If you go out there and you don't take any kind of precautions and so the thing is, COVID is asymptomatic in 50% of cases. So some people don't even get symptoms, but it's like a fucking bullet to your system. It's like a fucking, it's not just a cold. It's like you get that. It's like you got shot with a 22 and that shit is rattling around inside your body. You know what I mean? It's like people don't understand how severe COVID is. People have been lulled into thinking that either the fucking vaccine will protect them or their immune system will protect them, or it's just not a big deal anymore. But none of those things are true. All of those things are propaganda that's rooted in eugenics and ableism and ultimately just capitalism. They just want you to work. They don't give a They don't give a if you get sick. You're just surplus. If you become disabled, then you can just become free labor for them. You know what I mean? Because it's tied to ability. My politic didn't used to be so rooted in ableism and disability justice, but I learned that ableism is one of the major things that ties it all together too, because ableism can be weaponized along with racism and along with classism. Like, if everything's tied to ability, then if you can't do anything, if you can't work, you can't eat. You're just deemed a lazy eater. You know what I mean? And they'll just let you die on purpose. And the thing is, people like to think that's just somebody else, that couldn't happen to you. To die of old age is to die of disability, is to become disabled. You get older, you lose abilities. When you're older, you can't run and jump like you could when you were fucking 10 or 20. You know what I mean? That's just life. Everybody lives, everybody dies. Everybody who lives dies. You know what I mean? But death is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Death is, when you die, that's it. You're just done. If you become disabled in a eugenic society, you can suffer for a long fucking time. Like, people don't understand. Like, if people understood what the actual risks were, like, people go, oh, well, oh, if it kills me, it kills me. Nah, you don't understand. You're saying that because you don't understand. Like, it killing you is not the worst thing that can happen. It disabling you and you losing your fucking abilities to function is way worse. You don't people don't understand. People don't understand even the diseases that are out there, the complications that you can get from getting COVID. And there's like ME, chronic fatigue syndrome, people don't even understand what that is. People think, oh, you're just tired. I'm tired. Everybody's tired. Everybody's working and everybody's tired. People don't understand. You can literally lose your ability to eat. It's like a level of fatigue in which your body can't recover from. And you like lose your abilities. That used to not be strenuous at all becomes fucking severe. It becomes you become unable to do it. Like some people literally, the most severe cases, which are becoming increasingly common because COVID also causes this some people literally lose their ability to function, and then they have to literally like like they're literally bedbound and can't even be exposed to the sun type. Like they have to have like a mask, like an eye mask on to block out the light because they're that severely sensitive to light. Like people lose the ability to go to the bathroom. They have to fucking get like a catheter, like, or have to get like a thing so that they can poop. I can't think of what it's called, but like people don't understand the severity to which COVID can affect them. And the same exact risk exists for their neighbors, for everyone around them that they're interacting with. So like if you go out and you get COVID is 50% of cases are asymptomatic. So that means you can go out there, you can get COVID and not even know it. And then for those days before you show symptoms, if you even show symptoms at all, you could be spreading that to everyone because you're out there pretending that there's no pandemic. So like, I see all these beautiful, talented people out there. I see all these people that I would love to get to know. That if it wasn't for a pandemic, I would be trying to be their friend. I would be trying to get to know them. I would want to connect with them. I'd be open to connecting with them. Obviously, it's like you don't like the same way they would be like before. You know, you see someone you are interested in getting to know them more, you might reach out to them. You might not. You see where it goes. But it's like now, if you're not masking, it's like, okay, you either don't know that the pandemic is still going on. You've been successfully propagandized, which I got propagandized that the vaccine made us protected. And then I went a couple of places without a mask outside because I thought I was protected enough with the vaccine. And also like I was kind of in a state of like, I was in this weird, I was not balanced after having a spiritual awakening, and I was not grounded in my body, and I was not honoring my limits, and I allowed myself to be, also I was vulnerable, and the people around me took advantage of that, and were like, nah, everything's fine now, like, you don't need to worry, because they were being pressured by other people. And that's, a lot of it is just peer pressure. So it's like you either don't know that there's a pandemic still. You've been propagandized that it's over. Or you know, and you're not taking any precautions. Or you either know, or you know and you take precautions. You either know and you take precautions. You either don't know, or you know and you don't take precautions. So it's like there's three options. Or fourth option, you know or you don't know, and you can't take precautions. Simply, there's just the fourth option of you genuinely can't take precautions. There are people in prison who can't take precautions. There are people in ICE camps who can't take precautions. There are houseless people that are masking still. There are people that are more vulnerable than you that are masking. There are people who are at risk of violence for masking, and they mask. I understand there's a risk with certain jobs. If your boss is and depending on how marginalized you are already, the ability to be able to mask at work is lessened. Like, I understand that there's certain circumstances that affect people's ability to mask, absolutely. But if you know and you don't mask, and you're just going out there, and you're going out to other places, like, I also understand if you're out there and you're being forced to be exposed, and in situations where you can't mask, you're gonna be less inclined to like go other places and mask. But like, that's just because you're feeling like no one cares about you, so you're not caring about others. But like, you're still participating in that shit. Anybody that's going out there and knows, even if you don't know, you could still be out there killing people. Like, and as well, like, you don't, whether you know or not, do you think that has no impact on you? Spiritually and physically. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that the impacts of going out there and killing people, like, through negligence, through whatever, if you have a body count behind you of people that have died because you were out there spreading disease, do you think that has no consequence? Like, it's like the risks are high to you and the risks are high to those around you. So it's like, to not, if you either know or you don't know. You either know and you mask. You know and you don't mask. You don't know and you don't mask. Or whatever fits in within the fourth, which is you can't mask. There are also people with disabilities that can't mask. There are certain people with disabilities who can't mask. Alice Wong was a disability advocate and activist who couldn't wear a mask. I believe her pronouns were she, her. But if they weren't, they weren't able to wear a mask. They were in a wheelchair, and they had like other health conditions that affected their ability, like they could not mask. And they were killed because of COVID. They were killed because the people around them did not protect them. And then, you have people that like publish their work after they die, and they're like, oh, and they celebrate, like, let's celebrate Alice Wong's life, but like those people aren't masking, and they're killing people just like Alice Wong. So it's like, I don't think people should mask. Like, desirability shouldn't play a factor in it. Desirability shouldn't be why you do anything. Desirability shouldn't be the reason why you mask. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be because you want to protect your beauty. You know what I mean? In that way, like, oh, people are out there saying, oh, I'm too pretty to wear a mask. Like, you're beautiful. I'm not saying you're not beautiful, but you should wear a mask. You should wear a mask and protect yourself and protect others. Protect the beauty that is innate within you and the beauty that is innate within others. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about desirability, but like, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful being and you're sacred. And you don't have to fucking go along with eugenics. Like, you literally can just make choices that factor in more people than just yourself, and also factor in yourself, because when you're out there not masking, it's not because you're strong or you're being brave. It's because you've been brainwashed. You've been sold propaganda from people who benefit from your suffering. Like, when you're out there not masking, you're literally just doing the bidding of ICE. You're doing the bidding of the same fucking parasite.